Welcome to a special December series called Healed for the Holidays. We're doing this a little differently than usual. If you've been with me for a while, you know this show is rooted in teaching neuroscience, biblical principles, identity, and transformation. That's not changing. But for these 3 weeks, while the main show is on hiatus before season 3, I wanted to create something that honors the season we're actually in. Not just on the calendar, but in the body, the mind, and the soul. So these episodes will feel more like a podcast-style audio experience. There will still be teaching because understanding matters. We see that in the parable of the seed. The very first way the enemy steals anything from you is the lack of understanding. But there will also be space and breath and intentional slowing. In part 1, we're going to lay the foundation. We're going to talk about what's really happening internally during the holidays and why your reactions make sense. And then in the second part, I'll guide you through a meditation that allows your body to experience what we're talking about here, not just understanding it intellectually. So, if you only listen to the first part today, that's okay. This segment alone can already begin to shift something. Hi, if you're new to me, my name is Raquel, and I'm your GPS for success. Let's get started. Why the holidays amplify everything. For many people, December feels emotionally confusing. There's celebration, tradition, expectation, and yet beneath the surface, there can be fatigue, sadness, irritability, or heaviness that doesn't seem to match what's happening externally. This isn't because something is wrong with you. It's because of how you were designed. From a neuroscience perspective, the brain doesn't experience time linearly. It experiences association. Smells, sounds, lighting, music, even familiar phrases activate memory networks. And memory is not stored as facts. It's stored as emotional plus sensation. So when the holidays arrive, your brain isn't just registering this season. It's often reactivating every holiday that felt unresolved. Every moment of pressure, every season where you had to hold it together, your nervous system remembers. And that's why your body may feel tired without a clear reason, while your patience feels thinner, why your emotions feel closer to the surface. This is not weakness. It's memory coming up for integrations. Here's some foundational, and this is especially important if you're someone who loves growth, learning, or spiritual development. Your body does process safety before it processes solutions. We live in a culture that prioritizes fixing, explaining, pushing through. But healing, real healing, does not begin with answers. It begins with safety. If your nervous system doesn't feel safe, it doesn't matter how true the message is. Sometimes it doesn't even matter how biblical it can be because we will start to talk ourselves out of it. It doesn't even matter how logical it sounds. The body will stay braced. And that's why you can hear the truth. You can agree with it, right? Mentally ascend in the moment. You can even believe it in the moment, and yet still feel unsettled. Think of it like having two different minds about the same thing. So maybe your heart is believing, but your body, it hasn't been invited into the truth yet. It doesn't believe it yet. There's another layer that makes the holidays especially challenging, and I call it the invisible should. You should be happier. You should be more grateful. You should enjoy this. You should be over that by now. And even when no one says it out loud, many people feel pressure to perform a feeling. But the nervous system does not respond to forced emotion. Forced joy creates resistance. Forced gratitude creates guilt. And forced peace, it creates shutdown. And that's why telling yourself or others to just be thankful often backfires. Healing requires permission before transformation. Now, this is where I want to slow us down and teach something important because the word meditation can mean very different things depending on the lens that you're using. Biblically, meditation does not mean emptying your mind. In fact, scripture teaches the opposite. Joshua 1:8, this book of the law shall not depart from your mouth, but you shall meditate on it day and night, so that you may be careful to do according to all that is written in it. For then you will make your way prosperous, and then you will have good success. The Hebrew word for meditate here is hagah. And this word does not mean silence or emptiness. It can mean to mutter, to speak under your breath, to imagine, to rehearse. It could even mean to growl or even roar. In other words, biblical meditation is active, it's verbal, it's imaginative, it's embodied. You are already doing this all the time, whether you realize it or not. You are always meditating on something. And here's the key realization: you are never not meditating. You're always rehearsing something internally. You are always muttering something under your breath. You're always imagining outcomes consciously or most of the time unconsciously. Scripture tells us death and life are in the power of the tongue. Not just the words we speak out loud, but the words we speak inwardly. And scripture also tells us to renew our minds daily. And that tells us something important. The mind defaults to patterns. Renewal, it's ongoing. And what we repeat become what we live from. So when we talk about meditation in this series, we are not introducing something new. We are bringing intention to what you're already doing by default. This is how we're wired to succeed. The world often teaches healing as emptying. Empty your mind, clear everything out, detach. But that's not how scripture frames transformation. We're not told to empty ourselves. We are told to put on. Put on Christ. Put on the new self. Put on truth. And from a neuroscience perspective, this matters deeply. The brain, it doesn't do well with absence. It does well with replacement. You don't stop a thought by removing it. You stop it by installing something stronger. You don't heal by creating a vacuum. You even hear that saying, right? That nature hates a vacuum. Your brain hates it. You heal by filling the mind and heart with what is life-giving. This is how you're wired to succeed. So when I say coming home to yourself, I'm not talking about self-focus in a disconnected way. I'm talking about re-inhabiting your body with truth. Stress pulls us upward into overthinking, analyzing, bracing. Healing brings us back down into sensation, breath, and presence. Coming home means noticing tension without judgment, allowing emotion without explanation, letting the nervous system downshift without demanding productivity. This is not indulgence. This is alignment. Rest before receiving. From a biblical lens, rest is not passive. Rest is trust embodied. Scripture tells us we must labor to enter rest, not because rest is hard, but because we resist it. Jesus, our King, withdrew often, not because he lacked power, but because he understood rhythm. Rest precedes fruitfulness, always. You don't add peace to exhaustion. You return to peace, and the fruit, it follows. So why are we starting here? This is why the first week of 3 matters so much. Many people want to jump straight in, letting go, forgiveness, vision for the new year. But release doesn't happen in an unsafe system. If the body is braced, it will hold on, even to things you consciously want to release. So this week is not about fixing. It's about stabilizing. It's about telling your nervous system, you're allowed to be here. You're allowed to feel what you feel. Nothing is required of you right now. That message alone begins healing. After the short break, I'm going to guide you through a biblically grounded meditation, not emptying the mind, not disengaging, but intentionally filling the mind and heart with truth, using the way God designed your brain to work. Even if you've never done anything like this before, even if your mind wanders, this is designed to meet you exactly where you are. So if you can, stay with me for the second part, or save it and come back later. Because it's okay for you to pause and return later. That's perfectly okay. But for now, let this settle. You don't need to do anything with it. So we'll continue in a few
Thank you for
moments.
watching Prospera TV Network. We hope you're enjoying the show. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
We're not here by accident. Purpose carved our fingerprint. Heaven wrote our blueprint in advance. Now we take our stand. This is the entrepreneur's edge, where courage becomes our bread, where faith is the force that leads, where builders rise and territories expand. We are the ones who break the mold. Innovation in our bones. We move with fire, favor, and finesse. This is the entrepreneur's edge. It happens right here, right now. I declare it, I wear it, I walk it out. From thought to word, from word to see. I'm rewiring reality. It takes one yes to turn it all around. One step of courage where faith is found. From broken to beautiful, from ashes to grace. Every soul reborn in a whisper's place. Don't wait for perfect, just start today. You're one yes away. Whisper it, even if your voice shakes. You're one yes away.
Hi, My name is Jarain Ortiz, owner and CEO of BCS, Bookkeeping Consulting Services. At BCS, we help nonprofits and small businesses with all of their financial management needs. Bookkeeping, grant tracking, project tracking, budgeting, financial reporting, cash flow management, and more. You can visit us at bookkeepingcs.com. That is bookkeepingcs.com.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Heals for the Holidays, a special 3-week series we're doing a little differently while the show is on hiatus before season 3. In part 1, we talked about why the holidays tend to amplify emotion, memory, and fatigue, and how that's not failure. It's just a function of how you were designed. We also talked about biblical meditation, how scripture never instructs us to empty our minds, but to fill them, to rehearse truth, to mutter it, imagine it, speak it, embody it. In this second part, we're not just talking about that, we're going to actually practice it. This will be a guided meditation grounded in scripture, designed to help your nervous system experience safety, presence, and alignment. There's nothing you need to force, nothing you need to fix, nothing you need to achieve. Just allow yourself to be guided. Before we begin, I invite you to get comfortable. If you're sitting, allow your feet to rest on the floor. If you're lying down, let your body be fully supported. If it feels comfortable and you're safe to do so, you may close your eyes. And if not, simply soften your gaze. And it's okay. It's all right if you end up nodding off. It's still working. It's okay if you yawn. Your body is just regulating. It's still working. Now, listening to the sound of my voice and only my voice, take a slow breath in through your nose and exhale gently through your mouth. Again, inhale, hold, release slowly. You are not here to escape. You are here to arrive. Begin by noticing your body, not to judge it, not to change it, just to notice. Notice where your body feels supported. Notice where there might maybe be a little bit of tension. Notice the rhythm of your breath. There is no right way to feel in this moment. Whatever is present is allowed. Scripture tells us that God is not distant. He is near, closer than our breath. So as you continue to breathe in deeply and exhale slowly, you're not reaching for God. You're just becoming aware of his nearness. As we move through this meditation, I want to remind you of something important. Biblical meditation, Haggah, means, among other things, to mutter to oneself, to imagine, to meditate. You already do this all day long. We're simply bringing intention to it. So instead of rehearsing fear or pressure or old stories that no longer serve us, we are choosing to rehearse truth. This is how the mind is renewed. This is how the heart is anchored. This is how we put on Christ. As you continue to breathe in slowly and exhale slowly, allow this phrase to form quietly within you. I am safe in His presence. You don't need to say it out loud unless you want to. You can whisper it. You can mutter it. You can simply imagine it. As you continue to breathe in deeply and exhale slowly out, imagine your body responding, softening, letting go of unnecessary effort. Continue to breathe in deeply, exhale slowly. As you say out loud or to yourself, I am safe in His presence. Allow your shoulders to lower now. You are not convincing yourself of something. You are agreeing with what is already true. Scripture tells us to put on Christ. That language matters because it's active, it's intentional, it's embodied. So now, imagine yourself putting on Christ, not as an idea, but as presence. Imagine peace settling over your thoughts. Imagine truth wrapping around your heart. Imagine grace resting on your body now. And even right now, you can feel peace washing over you. You are not striving to become something. You are receiving what has already been given. The word tells us to renew our minds daily. That means repetition, not pressure, practice. So gently, allow this truth to repeat within you. I am not behind. Let that land again slowly. I am not behind. Notice what your body does when it hears that. There's no rush, no urgency, no comparison. You're exactly where grace meets you. If there is pressure in your body, especially around expectations, responsibilities, or emotions, bring awareness to it now. That's just grace. Not to analyze it, just to notice it. And as you continue to inhale and exhale slowly, imagine God's presence filling the space around that pressure. Imagine that pressure loosening, not disappearing by force, but softening by trust. Say quietly within yourself, I do not have to perform peace. Again, I do not have to perform peace. Peace is not something you create, it's something you receive. Scripture tells us that death and life are in the power of the tongue. And that means your inner words matter. They shape your nervous system. They shape your expectations. They shape your sense of self. So now, we choose words that carry life. Allow this phrase to take shape inside of you. Life is working in me. Not someday, not later, now. Let's say that again. Life is working in me. Let your body respond. Allow your breath to deepen. Your jaw is being unclenched. Your mind is slowing down now. There is nothing you need to visualize perfectly. Nothing you need to hold. Just rest here for a few breaths. If thoughts come, that's okay. If emotions surface, that's okay. You are not failing at meditation. You are practicing presence. God is not measuring your performance. He is enjoying your awareness. And before we begin to close this meditation, we're going to anchor what we practice. This is important because the brain learns through repetition and association. So gently, one more time, allow these truths to echo within you. I am safe. I am held. I am being renewed. You don't need to rush through them. Let each one land. Now begin to bring gentle awareness back to your body. Notice your breath. Notice the surface beneath you. Notice the room around you. If your eyes are closed, you may open them slowly when you're ready. There is no rush to leave this state. You can carry it with you. As we close this episode, I want you to know something important. This is not something you did once. This is something that you can return to, because this is how you were designed to succeed, by filling your mind and heart with truth, by rehearsing life, by putting on Christ intentionally. And as a gift, this meditation is available for you to download so that you can return to it anytime you need it. You can find it at yourgpsforsuccess.net/healed. That's yourgpsforsuccess.net/healed. You can listen to it again, save it, come back to it throughout the season. Next week, we'll continue this journey, building on the safety we established today and gently releasing what was never yours to carry. And until then, be gentle with yourself. You're not behind. Beloved, you are not broken. You are being renewed right on time. May God's richest and best be yours.
This is your Prospera era, where dreams align with grace, abundance flows like rivers. You've stepped into your place. Rise, reign, and remember, you were born to shine. Welcome to your moment, Prospera, it's time.
We hope you enjoyed today's show on Prospera TV Network. Make it a point to visit us on YouTube and catch all your favorite shows anytime you want. Interested in hosting a show of your own? Or advertising your business on our network? Contact Elena Rodriguez,